I'm here at Crumbs and Doilies in Soho, and we're getting ready for St. Patrick's Day, when a lot of people are going to be drinking a lot of Guinness. So I thought I'd show you how to do something different with Guinness. I'm going to show you how to make a chocolate Guinness cake, shaped a little bit like a pint, and I'm going to show you how to do it now. Let's go. The first thing we're going to need is Guinness. You might think that Guinness is a bit of a weird ingredient to use in a cake, but I can assure you it is the best because it's really malty and cereally, and it just totally complements the chocolate, plus it makes the cake really moist. And what you want to look for is Guinness Original, so not the stuff in cans, because they often have a widget which makes the head really, really foamy. And when you're pouring it, you need to be really, really slow with it. So I'm going to need 125 millilitres. You want to pour down the side of the measuring jug so that it doesn't create too much foam, because if there's too much foam, you're not going to know how much you've got in there. So just be really slow. And that's 125 millilitres. So you need to pour this into a saucepan because we're going to melt some butter in this over a low heat. And I've got 125 grams of chopped unsalted butter. And then I'm going to melt those together over a low heat just until the butter's completely melted and it's all combined. So once that's ready, you just need to put it to one side to cool down a little bit. And next, I'm going to prepare my tins. So I've got 5 dariole moulds, which look like this. If you don't have these or you can't get your hands on them, this mixture will make 12 cupcakes, so there is hope. So I've got some melted butter, and I'm just going to use a pastry brush to grease all of my tins, all over the bottom and all over the sides. So once you've greased all your tins, you need to line the bottoms. So I've used a pen just to draw around the bottom of all my little tins onto some grease-proof paper, and I'm just going to cut those out and put all the little circles in the bottom. So my tins are all prepared, they're raring to go. Now I need to get on with making my batter. So I'm going to mix some dry ingredients together first. So into a bowl with a sieve over it, I'm going to put 140 grams of plain flour. And to that I'm going to add 35 grams of cocoa powder, 200 grams of caster sugar, and 1 1/4 teaspoons of bicarbonate of soda. So shuffle that through the sieve. Get all those nuggets through. And if you want, you can use a whisk just to combine those a little bit more. So pop that to one side, and now I'm going to mix my wet ingredients together. So I have in my bowl 70 grams of sour cream, ready to roll. And to that, I'm going to add 1 large free-range egg. And 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And lastly, I'm going to add the Guinness and butter mixture that I melted earlier. And now I'm going to add my dry ingredients to my wet ingredients, and using my trusty whisk it all together. So it's looking really good and sticky and chocolatey, and it smells amazing. And now, because it's super runny, I'm going to put it into a jug so that pouring it into the tins isn't going to be too messy. Once you've got it all in there, it's time to pour into the tins. So just fill them up. It comes about halfway. This should be enough mixture for exactly 5 of these, or 12 cupcakes. So now I just need to bake them at 150 degrees C for about 22 minutes, or until a skewer poked inside comes out completely clean. While my cakes are cooling down, I'm going to make some cream cheese icing, and for that I've got 75 grams of softened unsalted butter, which I'm going to put into my mixer, and 120 grams of cream cheese. And I'm going to beat those together for about 1 or 2 minutes, just until it's really well combined and everything's gone a little bit lighter. So that's had long enough, and now I'm going to add 420 grams of sifted icing sugar in 2 stages, beating really well in between each one. Once your icing's ready, it should be all white and pale and fluffy. I'm just going to leave it to one side, and I'm going to get my cakes out of the tin. And a good tip for these guys, because they're really squishy and moist, you want to get them out of the tin when they're still a little bit warm. Otherwise it can be a bit of a struggle and you can pull the lids off. So just turn them upside down, give it a little wiggle, it should just ease out of the tin, and there it is. So this is a super moist, look how squishy it is. So just do that with all the other tins and leave them to cool, and then we're going to decorate them. Okay, my cakes are completely cool now, and I've put my cream cheese icing into a big piping bag with a large round nozzle on, and I'm going to show you how to ice them so that they look a little bit like pint glasses. So I'm going to grab a little cake, this one, and icing straight from the top. I'm just going to put a big blob on the top to start with. And I've got here a little jug with some boiling water, and I've got a palette knife sitting in it just to get hot. And using that, I'm going to smooth the top, and then put your palette knife in again to get it hot again, and then dry it off. And I'm going to do the sides to smooth it so it's in line with the cake. So there it is, a delicious little chocolate and Guinness cake, perfect for St. Patrick's Day, but perfect for any day really, because it's a delicious chocolate cake. Moist, malty, and with that cream cheese icing, it's really well balanced. I can't wait to eat this. And if you like this video and you want to see more videos by me, then do subscribe to my channel by clicking on the link up there. And I'll be back next week with another recipe for you guys. And until then, I will see you later. Bye bye.